Imagine a city built not on land, but directly into the ocean. A city of colossal stone structures, some weighing upwards of 50 tons, meticulously interlocked, forming an intricate network of canals and artificial islands, all in one of the most remote corners of the Pacific. This isn't some lost Atlantean myth or a scene from a science fiction epic. This is Nan Madol. And the official story of how it came to be is, frankly, insulting to anyone with a basic understanding of engineering, logistics, or even just gravity. For centuries, this architectural anomaly, often dubbed the Veneto of the Pacific, has stood as an undeniable testament to something truly extraordinary. Located off the coast of Pohnpei, one of the federated states of Micronesia, Nan Madol isn't just a collection of ruins. It's an entire metropolis, covering 18 square miles, comprising nearly 100 man-made islets constructed from massive basalt columns and coral. You see it, and your first thought isn't primitive islanders. Your first thought is, how in the hell? Let's be precise. The building material for Nan Madol consists primarily of naturally occurring, columnar basalt. Picture logs of stone, perfectly hexagonal or pentagonal in cross-section, some 30 feet long. And here's where the story starts to unravel. Many of these individual blocks weigh anywhere from 5 to 50 tons. Some foundational stones, up to 90 tons. 90 tons. To put that in perspective, a modern Abrams main battle tank weighs about 68 tons. Now, imagine trying to quarry hundreds of thousands of these basalt columns, transport them miles across open ocean, then lift and precisely place them, all without the wheel, without metal tools, without any known advanced leverage systems, and seemingly without a blueprint any modern engineer would recognize. The official narrative would have you believe that 13th to 17th century islanders, using only ropes, levers made from tree trunks, and sheer manpower, somehow accomplished a feat of construction that would challenge today's heavy civil engineering firms. They would have us accept that a population of a few thousand, scattered across remote islands, possessed the centralized organizational power, the engineering genius, and the sustained labor force to undertake a project of this scale for centuries. This isn't just difficult, it's practically impossible given the established archaeological record of the region. Where are the massive quarries showing systematic extraction on this scale? Where are the remnants of the millions of man-hours, the specialized tools, the logistics hubs? The answer, according to traditional history, is that they simply don't exist in the way we'd expect for such a monumental undertaking. Local legends, far from offering a rational explanation, only deepen the mystery. They speak of two sorcerer brothers, Olisipa and Olasopa, who arrived by canoe and used magic, even flying dragons, to lift the heavy stones into place. Now, I'm not suggesting we embrace dragonborn construction, but the very existence of such extraordinary myths among the people closest to the site highlights their own inability to explain it through conventional means. It suggests that even to them, the construction was an act beyond human capability as they understood it. Consider the sheer scale of the logistical nightmare. The nearest known quarry for columnar basalt is on the other side of Pohnpei, miles away, across treacherous open water. How do you move a 50-ton stone log over several miles of ocean, then float it to a precise location? Then lift it dozens of feet onto a pre-existing wall, and then interlock it with another 50-ton block like a giant set of Lincoln logs? Modern engineers, even with our cranes, barges, and advanced physics, would classify this as an incredibly complex, expensive, and high-risk operation. For people without any of those things, it borders on the absurd. And it's not just the weight. The construction involves a remarkable understanding of maritime engineering. These structures have stood for centuries, weathering countless typhoons and the constant erosion of the Pacific. The way the stone columns are laid, alternating between headers and stretchers, creates a robust, self-supporting wall structure. Highly resistant to tidal forces. This is not accidental. This is sophisticated design. This speaks to a knowledge of physics, structural integrity, and long-term planning that vastly exceeds what we attribute to the cultures said to have built it. What Nan Madol represents is a fundamental challenge to our understanding of ancient history and human capability. It stands alongside other megalithic marvels like Puma Punku, or even parts of Baalbek, not just as a wonder, but as an anomaly. These sites refuse to fit neatly into the accepted timeline of technological progression. They force us to ask if the narrative we've been handed, the official, sanitized version of history, is missing entire S. What if there were civilizations, long before the ones we acknowledge, with technologies or methods we simply haven't rediscovered? What if the primitive label we assign to ancient peoples is often a projection of our own limited understanding, rather than an accurate reflection of their true capabilities? Nan Madol isn't just a forgotten ruin, it's a profound question etched in stone. It demands that we look beyond the superficial narratives and dig deeper, not for fantastical claims, but for logical, evidence-based explanations that honor the sheer complexity and difficulty of its construction. Because when you stand before those immense, inexplicable walls rising from the ocean, you don't just see a monument. You see a gaping hole in our official history books. A silent challenge to everything we think we know about the ancient world. The stones of Nan Madol aren't just heavy, they carry the weight of an untold story. A story that hints at a past far more complex, far more advanced, and far more mysterious than we are often led to believe. And the deeper we look into these suppressed anomalies, the more we understand that the real mechanisms of history are often far grander and more intricate than the neatly packaged versions presented to the masses. What other colossal secrets lie beneath the waves, waiting to challenge our comfortable assumptions? The true history of our world is still largely unwritten, and sometimes the most profound truths are found in the places historians choose to overlook.